So yeah, Ana's strong right now, because Genji. Um, as a hero, there's nothing that's really changed much about her. Like, if anything, she got nerfed.
PogChamp highlight, 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 PogChamp highlight. Are you happy?
No. Thank you, anonymous gifter. Congratulations. But why does it why does it read all of your message, but then when just recently it tries to say something nice, it cuts his message off at the end? Your mouth breathing.
So when are you gonna start streaming Dark Souls?
I'm not gonna stream Dark Souls. I don't play easy games. When it says something obnoxious and mouth breathing and air pollution, it plays all the way to the end. But when there's something nice or constructive or educational, it cuts it short. Awesome. Okay, so Ana's stronger now. She hasn't been buffed or nerfed, but she's just stronger in the meta. We talked about this last stream, how some heroes just get to be strong because other heroes are strong too. There's nothing fundamentally broken about Ana right now. She's just strong because Genji's strong. So, yeah. What's our comp here? Sounds like Genji, Orisa, Sigma, Moira, and McCree. Okay, this composition is pretty butt cheeks because you have double shield with a Genji and an Ana. That's this fine. This is butt cheeks. McCree isn't terrible on this map, but Moira's kind of cruddy. Like, the problem with Moira and Ana is that you're going to end up stealing each other's ult charge, and you're going to take about 75 years to build nano, especially because you're playing around Narissa Sigma, who aren't exactly going to be bleeding ult charge. So yeah, this is going to kind of suck here. You need to build your nano as fast as possible. You're probably going to be building it slightly slower than your blade. And then obviously you need to be looking for utility with your nade and sleep dart. If the enemy team is running dive, obviously just peel it. But if the enemy team is running more spam or brawl, you need to be landing nades and sleeps because your Moira brings exactly -5 utility. Okay, she brings nothing to the table outside of raw healing and damage. So you need to be doing something with your cooldowns. That is all. Build nano your Genji, and try and find value of the cooldowns. If I remember correctly, last time you were struggling to find value of the cooldowns because you were stuck standing behind your tanks a lot of the time when you didn't need to do that. So with Ana, if there's really nothing that's preventing you from taking a slight angle, like a Genji or a Tracer's going to just one-shot you, or there's a Widowmaker looking down the LOS, you really should be taking angles. And even if there is a Widow, even if there is a Genji, sometimes you just simply have to take angles. If you're just stuck looking at shields, you're going to have a really hard time landing cooldowns. Like, the best Anas in Overwatch League aren't good Anas just because they know when Rein's dropped his shield. They just find nades that completely disregard what the Rein does to the shield at all, right? So there's no way to block it. Hey, Seth. Better go DPS on it. Do any? Yes. Anti-nade is always better on enemy team. Always. However, sometimes you have to nade your team, and then it's better. But, like, if you could choose to only anti-nade the enemy team or only nade your team, you'd always choose the enemy team because it hurts them worse than nading your team helps. But obviously, it depends on the circumstance. There's no hard rules when it comes to Overwatch.
Oh, they found the game.
Okay, so Widow, a little bit of crouch spam. You need to get to this pole here, or poster thingy. Or not, never mind, this is fine. See, like that right there. You need to wait just a tad. Wait just a tad, and that nade doesn't get blocked. This is what happened last VOD. A lot of shields got smacked by nades. Or a lot of nades got smacked into shields, rather. So they have a Genji. This is the type of nade I like to see. There's nothing skillful or challenging about this nade. You simply waited for an opportunity and position yourself well. This is a great spot to play. And there's your nade. Like, this break will probably die. Shut up, 6 feet. Your mama's. I think it's something clever here. Your mama's disappointed? I don't know. I kind of left out hanging here. Okay. Stand up to prove I'm not 5'1". See? Anyway, this is easy. You're in a good position. Easy nade. Wow, look at that. Orisa dies. Who would have thunk? Rush your sleep. That's unfortunate. You don't have to save your sleep for Genji, because it's unlikely that Genji will be going for you consistently, but do keep an eye on him. That's one of the situations where you do need to nade your tanks. And you're building your nano fast. And you cap point. But you're going to lose. Unfortunate. We kind of clunked our sleep. Always try and walk into a Sigma if you want to sleep him. If he's that close, if you can time his shield and walk past it, that's how you land to sleep. Don't try and reactively sleep between shield placement. You do have nano. That's good. Almost barely above the camera. You guys are idiots. I really disdain all of you guys. Alright, we got Nano Blade. We want to go coast side. That's probably closer. But this is actually probably not a bad play. You guys need to watch out for halt. But this will force the enemy team to come closer to you guys to contest point, which will allow your Genji to Nano Blade easier. It's also a really good spot for you. Just really... Lovely. Should Nano Blade this ASAP. 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 You waited too long. Be proactive with your nanos. It's a good sleep. Or you need to be proactive with your... Yeah, see this right here. They're freaking on you. This is, like, if you're not going to be in voice, I get it. You need to anticipate that Genji wants to go. Like, I do this all the time. I played... Okay, I'm not... high GM, but, like, I did this when I was in Masters and GM. Sometimes I wouldn't be in voice, and I knew when my Genji would play. You just know. The fight is starting... The flux has ended. They want to go. I promise you, if you nano them there, they're good. The default main support? Yes, Brig is just stronger right now. It's not hard to know when a nano blade. It's really not. Sometimes you don't even need to wait for the dash shot. If you see an engageable location, you just go. Use your judgment. I promise you'll be right 95, 99% of the time. So the thing is sometimes it's not always necessary for him to dash up, and sometimes he's waiting for you to nano him to dash up. Some Genjis are weird like that. Like maybe he doesn't want to dash up because they have a Widowmaker, and a Widowmaker will boink him if he dashes up in the air first before he gets nano, right? Or he'll get his deflect forced mid animation, and he doesn't want to do that. So either way, like there are circumstances where him dashing up before he gets nano is not something he wants to do. Maybe he doesn't want to dash up at all. Either way, you need to anticipate that it's time to go. Like you know he has Blade. They've just fluxed. The enemy team is close. Why are you waiting? Go renew your repair. I mean, the new repair pack use has only changed slightly. It's slightly less. Well, it's less attractive to pack a DPS or pre-pack a DPS now. That's all. You pack your squishies that need healing, and if somebody's being pressured, you pack them so they win the duel. That's it. Nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is that it's easier for squishies to get assassinated because there's no overpack or no armor. Brig is still too strong. Well, it's actually kind of tough because I think Brig is one of the heroes that just better fits the meta, because we talked about this last stream, but the reason why Brig is still being played is because if you don't play Brig, you just immediately lose to dive. Like, Spam cannot play Spam against dive unless they have Brig. If they don't have Brig, it's over. You just lose. So, yeah. You can't miss that nade. Small cattle, thank you for the follow. You need to hit that nade. Right now you should nade. Orisa's shield just broke. Do it. You're at an angle. Good peel. Ooh, oh, nice shot. Kind of clunky on your execution there. Holy smokes! House, thanks, man. Congratulations, Oaks, in your chat. Your chat whipping out the sub. I don't think Brig. I don't know. I don't think Brig needs that much of a redesign. I think they did a good job with the rework. She's just kind of what's necessary in the meta right now.
This guy really wants me.
Like if you nerfed like Orisa Halt and maybe you nerfed Ashe just a tad more, I think you'd see dive again. You'd see dive as being meta again. Or maybe even a Lucio buff. No, because that would buff Brawl. Yeah, something like that. Lucio's just really bad right now. Makrala, thanks for the follow. At least in dive, he's just been. Woo! Oh, unlucky. Questionable. Like, you might win this fight, but you have to understand if you're committing... Oh, there's somebody else. Rick, this morning, I think it's the sub. Or a gifted sub, mate. Appreciate it. You have to understand that any time that you have Nanoblade available and you use Nano on a different target to save their life, if you don't win that fight off of that Nano, you also lose the next fight. It is a huge gamble. And right now, I would rather see you just lose this fight, Brig dies, unlucky, you go next fight and you win with Nanoblade, than for you to maybe win this one, but if you don't win this one, you definitely lose the next. I talked about this before, this is one of the Ask Spilo questions. It is generally just not worth it to Nano to save somebody's life. If you have Nanoblade. Like if this is last fight, different story, because your Genji just died. But you have another fight. It's a really rough mistake. If you do not win this fight, you guys are in serious trouble.
Fuck.
And now we're in serious trouble. Your Genji's gonna blade, he's not gonna win the fight, and now you guys don't have Nanoblade. Like this is where you should just have, hey, it's okay guys, we have Nanoblade, it's fine. But you don't.
Where are we going?
You guys do have Rally though, so, you know, Rally is as good as Nanoblade, so, alright. And you kill the Rally. Okay.
I meant again.
Okay. So positioning there was okay. There was some better use of off angles, but still using cover. You clunked a couple of nades. Hardwell. Oh, hey, Hardwell. Hey, mate. You the bear player, right? I think so. And the nano is almost inexcusable. That's really bad. That's really, really, really bad. That's like really bad. You can't do that mistake. Like can't, because if you do that mistake once, you've thrown a team fight.
I'm so bad at video games.
Rally is, I wouldn't even say use it liberally. Anytime that you can win a fight, use Rally, or there's a contested fight. Rally is the most powerful ultimate in the game right now, and has been for some time. Since arguably immediately after Goats was gone. Maybe, I don't know, it's close. Maybe it's close.
I'm so bad at video games.
Thank you, Aiden. Oh, that stinks. That stinks. So right now, like you slept the Tracer, why are you walking back towards your team? You just slept the Tracer. You walked towards your team. You dealt with a backline threat and then ran away from the backline that was no longer a threat. And then died Sigma Spam. Ouch.
Boris should have just kept healing your...
Yes, he did. He literally did.
My bad. I should have...
Are you blind? Are you blind? You are... Not to say that I'm right and you're wrong and you should just honestly uninstall. but heavily implying that.
I just kept healing. I'm so bad.
Stop the "I'm so bad" thing. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I felt like this was me at Boston. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. I can speak from first-hand experience. If you're bad and you think you're bad and you feel like the entire organization is bad, then you're going to be bad. Don't. I just scared my cat. Your bad nades are making me scare my cat. You have options. You can wait for shields to break, you can nade off of here, or you can just simply wait. Instead, you nade a shield! La 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 la.
Bring me a Mari, I demand, cat.
Mari, you eat? Mari, eat! I'm using psychological warfare, Neo. Mari! Come here! Come here! Come here! Hang on. She's coming. Where's Catnip? Come here. Alright. You guys are awful. You're welcome. Here, look at this. Ah! Almost dropped the catnip everywhere. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Here she is. I'm gonna get her some catnip. Hang on. Come here. Come here. Ah! Alright, can I adjust the camera? I'll do this really quickly, chat. Here. Wait. Yeah, there you go. It's cat freaks. Cat, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Alright, sit. Hey, come on. No, hey. Come here. Sit. Sit. She's doing a great job listening. You see, you can trade her well. Come here, Amaya, sit. Sit. Jump. 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 Jesus. You stupid cat, jump. Jump. Hey, Amaya. Jump. I'm being punked. Hey, come here. Jump. Jump. Wait, there she goes. Finally. So yeah, really well-trained cat, guys. She just does everything I tell her to. Okay. So yeah, there's my hips, y'all. Okay. She's normally good, but we do that with her food, so I don't know if she knows how to do it with catnip. But yeah, you clunk your nade. Please don't do that. You lose this fight. To state the obvious. I'm always wearing booty shorts, yeah. It's hot, man. Okay. You got the nano. Let's go. Let's go. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Morb, thank you for the follow. I don't understand why you're waiting. I do not understand. This comes down to when you're looking too, like you've set too strict guidelines for yourself, like I only nano when they dash up, and now, where the fight is very winnable, you've built nano, take nano, just nano him now. You wait, you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. And now you're dead. Watery, thank you for the fall. Is this the Watery? Watery OW? From EU contenders?
Oh, that fortified door is the same design.
Maybe. Excellent main support player. Thank you for the follow, brother.
My enabling is actual.
I'm only here for the bigly. Huge. Drop sex steal all. Boom got M. Any poggers in chat?
Can you guys ban mods? Is that a thing? Let's see. Are we getting Nano Blade? Now. Nice. Break the shields and aid. Okay. Now, I'm a little concerned because when you're rallying, it's always, by the way. So when you hear rally, obviously the rally is late. Always push with your team. So you're pushing right now, which is good. The nano is good. The nade is also good. You nade when shields break. Rush to sleep a little bit. Run to your team. You need to run to your team. You're rallying. Run to your team. I don't care if they're bongwing. Run to your team. Run to your team. Good. I mean, you quote-unquote carry the team fight by landing a proper nano, not dying, and landing a good nade. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, Mike is like some sort of portal. He tried to botting shit for Overwatch.
Don't be scared to push with the team here. They're not running dive. There's no reason for you to be, like, you can push up with your team. You've got to break. Okay, so I do not want you here, though. I do not want you here. I want you here. You know Ashe is on this side. I want you playing up against this brick wall back here. If Tracer pressures you, she only can come from one direction that you can see. And then you have cover to use. I do not like you here. This is very bad. Very, very bad. This is better. But I'm a little sketched out here because you know Ashe is left. I would rather be in the opposite side of the Ashe, so it's harder for her to get LOS. What is happening in chat? I literally have... There's just this wall of blithering idiocy. I mean... Dude, you can do it. You can do it. I'm seeing you do it. You are saying, oh, Orisa's shield broke. Wait. Bang, Orisa's shield's broken. I nade. Perfectly placed nade just to the left, our left of the Sigma, who's shifting. You can do it. You've done it. You continue to do it. So there's no excuse when you don't do it. Nice!
Kind of a sick sleep.
It wasn't that sick, but nice, dude. You can do it. You just did it.
So juicy.
You're continuing. That's the cleanest fight win, and that's so big for your guys' old economy too. The fact that you won off of a nade, basically. Think of that. That was literally like what, 1,200, 1,300 ult charge for free that their healers got 0 out of. That's essentially one free ult that you guys got, spread out amongst your teammates. Huge, and that means next fight is the last fight because there's no two fast fights here, and you have Nanoblade.
That's a clip and a half.
Clip and a half. Wow, not just a clip, but a clip and a half. Nice. And by the way, chat, how did he land this nade? Because I don't just want to be like, nice nade. How did this nade come about? I want us to look at our positioning here. Study this. Flank, corner, shields down. Flank, corner, shields down. You can get away with this stuff as Ana in this meta right now with Brig. And the fact that the enemy team only has Tracer. If they've got Monkey, you're screwed. Here. Or you're more likely to be screwed here. Or Diva, or anything. But look at this. No shields. Flank.
Oh, that's so...
Where's the counterplay to that? Their Sigma has to be playing like top tier to be able to deal with that. Huh? Mm-hmm. Notice you're still near a corner, too. I really don't like you on this side. I think right side is so much better. Unless you're actually, like, inside. And even then, it's still sketch. But, like, left side, you can be shot from here, here, and here. And I don't like that. I like right side. I like right side unless they're running, like, I don't know. Unless your team is, like, actually playing in that building. Then that building's pretty good. Good rotate. Nice. You rush your sleep. Dude, it's not hard. You've done it now, what, 3 or 4 times in a row? Look. Shields busted. Easy nade. I do not like that sleep, though. Okay. You rush your sleep. It's really bad. Keep doing the nade crap, man. Do more of that. Do more of that, but just chill with your sleep a little bit. So it's really hard to get good off angles early in these fights, and you need to be healing your team early in these fights. So this is definitely the situations where it's important that you wait for this shield to break, or you go nades off of this. Probably would be going that. Yeah. You missed it, though. Did you? Did you miss it? One of the tanks might have been purple, I can't tell. No, you hit it. Nice. Reloading. Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that sleep. I would have much preferred you, once they're clearly backing off, sleep holds less value. I'd rather you wait for them to engage where the Rhine is more likely to be swinging, or you can catch a Sigma at the tail end of a broken shield. So the sleep is bad. Outside of this fight was perfect. Positioning is okay-ish. I probably would not have swung wide like this. I probably would have played this corner here. Not cheese, thank you for the fall. Probably would have played this right here. The nade off the wall is good. The healing in your tanks was good. You had to self-nade here. Unquestionably had to. Yeah, you have, that's a big dynamite. You have to nade that. The problem is just that, and like right now is where you'd want sleep available, right? Where they're pushing back in, because that's when Ryan wants to swing. That's when Ryan wants to swing and you're making him think about sleep dart, that's a problem for him. Right? When he's backing off, he's going to be shielding anyway. Like, what do you expect? Like, there's Sigma shifting, the Sigma's going to reshield, the Ryan's going to be shielding. It's when they're pushing that you threaten the sleep dart. And that's obviously assuming you don't have to save sleep for anything else, which right now, not likely.
Did I break even blocking style?
I don't know. Boink? I don't know. Who's Boink? My name sounds familiar. Alright, what's... Nicely. I assume that your Genji wasn't close to blade. You really need to hit that nade. You really need to hit that nade. You really, really desperately needed to hit that nade. You keep choking these easier nades on yourself and your fellows. And yes, I unironically just said fellows. I don't like that. Sleep is okay, I guess. You lose. Goodbye. Just run. Just run. You're not keeping Arisa alive. You're not keeping anyone alive. You're not keeping yourself alive. Okay. You use some main support? I don't know. That nade's okay. Woo! Clutch healing. You got Nano. Nice sleep. No reason for you not to sleep that, because, you know, you've already got a couple picks, the tanks are out of the fight, and the Genji's clearly no threat to you, so you can read your sleep. Just nano your Genji right now. Have fun with it. don't do that. Okay. Am I gonna be doing anti-tank? Any tank. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Not sure. You need to be nading off that wall. Nice. Easy. What do we got here? Ah, how did that nade not hit? What the heck? Did you just clunk it, or was it just unlucky? Hammer time today? Maybe. It just missed. It just didn't hit. That's unfortunate. Oh. Oh, that sleep almost hit. That's actually unfortunate that you guys use... It's always bad when you use Nano Blade or Rally and you still lose the fight. You didn't get any value out of your cooldowns. That sucks. Okay. That fight wasn't awful. Weird nade. Good sleep. Okay, I don't care about this. Okay, weird game, not a terrible game from you. You look for you're looking like your nades seemed decent. But I want you to keep pushing the bill with the off-angle nades. I want you to make sure that we're being a little bit more proactive with our nano boosts. Like, don't wait so long. I think the first round was a good example of waiting too long, and then even the first nano blade on second took you 99% to get off, even though you had a couple opportunities earlier in the fight to do so. The third thing I would say, and maybe the most important thing to say, is chill with your sleep dart usage a little bit. Chill with your sleep dart usage a little bit. There's a lot of little things. Your sleep dart usage was a little rough. Your off-angles were your nades were a little bit inconsistent. On Busan Sanctuary, you looked very lost with how to position yourself. So sometimes the best place to position yourself is on the back high ground off of point. So like let me get a good little example of that really fast. Yeah, so like right here, sometimes that's the best spot to position yourself. Like when they don't have snipers, you can get like a good little sightline in your team and yet be on the high ground, which is nice. If they're playing snipers and things like that, sometimes the best spot is like here or inside. I don't like where you're handling your position here at all. There's no real situation in which I think you're holding the best position at all against any composition. So, anyway, I'm not really sure exactly what to make a read of this VOD. I don't like doing King of the Hill VODs because generally they're shorter and the fights are so fast. But one thing I would say, or things I would break it down, Nano Blade Nano Blade proactivity. If you think the fight's starting, you need to go. Don't wait for them to dash up into the air. Don't wait. Don't be that Ana. If you see an opportunity for them to go, just go. If they do dash up in the air, that's obviously your cue. Consistency with the off-angles when you can. Chill the sleeps. And then I want you to go into a custom game and practice Busan. Practice Busan positioning. I want you to run through different positions in Busan. Practice Busan positioning in a custom game. Something that I significantly benefited from is like going into King of the Hill maps where I didn't know where to position and just trying different spots. I discovered a bunch of spots that made a lot of sense. But you don't want to be doing that in the middle of a comp game. Don't like, oh, let's try this spot. Like that's fine, but you won't always, like, you're in the heat of the game. Like, it's better to know ahead of time what you want to try, so that in the game you can just focus on playing the game and picking those spots. Okay. Alright, do you have any questions, Aiden? Have a weird VOD, honestly. That was a weird VOD. What am I looking for here? Yeah, there's always an Ana VOD, man. Is there an example of how to go about doing that? No, you don't, here, I'll do it really quick. Pick a map, chat, pick a map, 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 pick a map. Pick a map for me to go over with positioning stuff. Temple, okay. Dude, Epic Pin really does not like Overwatch. Okay, there you go. Anubis, okay. Let's see here. Assault, Anubis, Heroes, General. Movement speed will bump up a little bit. Paris is a good one too. I could do a couple of these as you guys want. So we'll start with I just want to start, like, I know it's going to be a pain going back and forth, but I want to go back and forth just to get the linear aspect of it. So you got to think about it. Where normally do you position yourself on Anubis? Most people will just stand here, right? Just stand here, you know, throw the sleep dart. Okay, you're just gonna stand here, shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, they get over and they die, or the widow grapples up and they die, or they you know, the team pushes in here, and then the Genji flanks and kills you here. How many times does that happen to you, right? Happens all the time. Or you get hooked from downtown, okay? Why would you position here? Well, okay, let's ask this question. When would you rather position here? What heroes do you think that it makes better position to position here than to position here? What is this position good against? Snipers, okay? Why is this better for snipers? Cover, yeah, exactly. You got cover. There, most of the time, snipers will play from main or they'll grapple up. This gives them no LOS to do that. You can still see your team. You can still like pressure this choke here, and you know if you want to, you can peek out and nade that. You know, but you've got like options and sightlines, right? So this is really good for snipers and stuff because you can see your team. You're still close enough to land cooldowns, and even against like dive and stuff, you're a little bit further back, so it's a little bit harder for them to access you, right? Like dive really doesn't want to have to dive back here. It's sketch, right? They want to dive here where they can drop off. So this is good. This is good. Now the only problem with this position is that there's really no easy kite path. So you can kite path is like here, but this isn't good either because you're kind of cut out in the middle of the open. So what you want to do is you want to play here, and then if you have to go to point as quickly as you possibly can, you want to rotate inside here, and then you can rotate back here, and then you can even rotate out this way. Okay? So this is our options here, or you can even go in here. But again, if we're snipers, we don't really want to be here because long LOS. But there's other options here too. So I don't know how good I am. I haven't done this one in a while. This should be too hard though. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so like another thing you can do is right here, right? But obviously this is not good against snipers. Like if the enemy team is running like Rhine Brawl and you want to like hide for a nade, you can go boink, you know, like that. That's an option. Another thing that I'll sometimes do against really dive anywhere where my job is just to stay alive. I don't have to land nades or sleeps. I'm not worried about snipers, but I just want to stay alive. This position is really good here because even though it's a little bit harder to land nades because of how far away it is, I'm that much further away from, I just fell off the high ground and I have to go all the way back. Okay, it's that much harder for them to access you, okay? Now you have to check yourself in this flank here, but you've got options here. You can also go here. It's very difficult for them to get to you. It takes them a long time. If it takes the dive team an extra like set of cooldowns to get to you, then it's going to be great. So your options are really high ground here, some circumstances. This is really good here, this here, and then you can rotate to like back here. But again, corner cover, different things like that. So I'm trying to think anywhere else it's good. This is okay if you can like get a TP up there or a May wall. It's not bad, but again, it's bad against snipers for this obvious reasons. Okay, this is also a decent kite path as well. Sometimes you can like bait teams to chase you in here, and you can like nade from here, and then like run away. But yeah, okay. Second point. The second point's a little bit more straightforward. Is high ground on the left side of point good? Like you mean up there? Is that it? The one I talked about with the TP and wall? Okay, I already talked about sweet. Okay. This position is it's a little bit weirder, but there's options still. So first thing you can do is like there's the hey, if the enemy team is running dive or like brawl, and I'm really bad at this. You can always go here. Like this is fine to position yourself. It's a little bit sketch against snipers, and you are a little further forward than I would like sometimes. So, but that is an option. We can come here if you really want to play really aggressively, like an aggressive nade. Like let's say the enemy team is running brawl and you guys want to take an early fight, you can nade off that wall there. You can also do something similar. Here, right? You can do the same thing, but again, aggressive. Generally, most supports do not want to play. If you're playing back, I do not like playing here because there's a little bit less cover. And this flank is way easier for attackers than this flank over here. It's way easier for attackers. So what you want to do is you generally want to play on this side because this allows you to play here, which is just as good as there, but harder to flank. You see that? It's a lot harder for them to flank. Now you have to watch out for Genjis and Tracers doing this kind of number right here, right? You know? But it's it's harder to flank, and you also have a quick, easy path back into spawn. So like, those are your options on Anubis. I'll do one more. Let's go over attack really fast. Actually, super fast, super fast. Let's just do attack second first. So like, depends on where your team's attacking from. This is fine. Check your verticality here. This is fine. I'm not a huge fan actually of going inside here because it kind of gives you a lot of blind spots. If you need to grab the mini, that's fine. But I like this here. There's more open space and you have an easier kite path and it's easier to see. Now, a big mistake a lot of supports make is when you've cleared the point out, you really don't want to be standing in the middle of point. XDOW thinks the fall. How many times have you guys been standing in point in 2CP situation and like a Reinhardt just comes out of spawn and pins you, or a random Doomfist just punches you, or a random Junkrat mine? Like, get off the point. You don't want to be too far away. Like, I wouldn't really want to position here most of the time. It's a little too far away. But like, there's no reason not to be here, or at least here, right? Where I can still nade, I can still sleep, I can get help from my team. But if the enemy team goes stagger picks, all they want to do is they want to one-shot a squishy and then just play to stall, right? And if you play here, you're letting them do that. So generally, you just basically play any of these pillars here, anything here. There's really no reason not to. If your team rotates left, which a lot of teams do, as soon as you start to win the fight, or as soon as you guys get picks, do not stay here. It's very easy to get flanked. It's very hard to see stuff going on. You need to get out and go back towards main. If your team goes right, you can go up here. This is fine for attackers to go to. Like, I don't like going all the way up, but this is, you can go like, whoops. It's harder than movement speed because I'm moving so fast. Whoops. You can go like here, you know? This is fine. Guppy, thanks for the sub. But yeah, this gives you a lot of options as well. But my only concern again is that there's like stuff you can't see here. You want to remove blind spots. Okay? First point attack is a little bit tricky. So first thing that you want to do in first point attack is you need to decide if you want to go inside or not. So there's really only 3 ways to attack Anubis: main, left, right. Everybody knows that, right? Left, if your team goes left, you just go left. Like, there's not a whole lot of thing to say about it, and you heal your team from here. I don't like going inside the room until your team is like actively pushing, because that's a good way to die to fire strikes and Junkrat spam and random Genji shurikens. Maybe the Genji flanks like up there and he drops on you. So there's no reason to be in the room. You can maybe peek for a nade or a sleep, and then you want to go back here. And then once your team pushes out, you come here, and then you can just play here. That's pretty straightforward. But let's say the team is playing like a Junkrat, and your team doesn't want to go left. So you're going to play main. You need to get from here to, like, you can stay main, but as soon as your team pushes onto high ground and onto point, this is, like, oppressively strong. It's really hard to land sleeps and nades from here, but it is so hard for them to kill you from here. Very hard for them to kill you from here, and you can contribute to the all point. If your team does go for a top right rotate, you know, obviously this is a good position to be too, but if it's a far top right rotate, then you just, you know, do this number here. But 90% of the time, if you're playing Anubis on attack, you're going to be either in this room here, transitioning from, you're going to be main, you're going to be here, or you're going to be just outside that room. Like 90% of the time. This is like where fights, this is just where supports play. And then as the fights devolve, you can kind of come here. There's something to be said for coming up here on attack, but I generally think it takes too long, so I think this is just fine. I would suggest playing a little closer to my team, but still near a corner. You still need a corner. Like, corners aren't just important versus snipers. One of the best basic positionings I got was back when I was still bronze. Always position yourself around something. Yeah, exactly. Like, find something to position yourself around. Like, cover is so important against any hero, tracer, anything. Yeah, see, Dola, see. Yeah, I don't understand what your deal is with your hardware. Okay, chat, you guys have one more map that you guys want to go over, or do you want to go over in the next VOD? Another map or another VOD? You guys choose. I don't know, Roar. Another map or another VOD? VOD? Okay, we do VOD. Enough VODs or enough maps then for okay. Ling Ling, I think, yeah, see, that's a son of a gun. The man's posted a replay code. Sad. A2 Roar, who are you? Are you Star Zaku? I cannot remember. Aiden, remind me, I'll do Ilias either tomorrow or something. Okay. Well, so which one do you want? Which one? Chat, which one should we do? Which one should my cat's bottom is in the computer. Should we do Ashe ranked or Scrim Hanzo? Ashe ranked or Scrim Hanzo? Ashe ranked or Scrim Hanzo? we're torn. All right, can Lightwaves, can you do a poll? Is that a thing you can do? You can do a poll, right? Where's it at? I don't know how to do a poll. I did it before. I don't remember how. Yeah. How do I do a poll? How the heck? Wait, chat settings. Oh, yeah. Poll. I got it. Hang on. Question: what? Hanzo, Scrim, Ashe ranked. All right, you guys got 1 minute. No, don't click the straw poll. Just do the Twitch poll. It's right there. Here, look, see? I don't know why this is all like stupid quality, but like, yeah. What? No, don't do the straw poll. No. No, why? Why would you do the straw poll when it's literally right there? I'm trying to practice this stuff. Uh-oh, it's neck and neck. It's neck and neck, chat. Oh no, Ashe pulls ahead by 1 vote, but then Hanzo ties it up 8-8. Who's gonna be pulling it out? There's only about 25 seconds left. One more for Hanzo. He's winning at 9-8. It's evening out 9-9. People are making this miserable 10-9. You guys are playing with my heart like a violin. It's 10-10, 10-10. What is going to be the final vote? There's only 10 more seconds. Ashe pulls ahead. There's only 10 more seconds left. Can Hanzo 10-12? There's no way Hanzo can pull this one back. There's no way. But 2 more votes at the last second. I hate you guys so much. Ashe wins. Oh my gosh, you guys suck. What the heck? All right, we do Ashe. You guys did that on purpose. You guys are awful human beings. You guys literally did that on purpose. You voted Hanzo? Okay. Am I supposed to clap? Like, what's my reaction supposed to be? Spilo caster? I used to cast a little bit. I casted for some charity tournaments way back before I even started coaching. I'm not before I mean when I was streaming, but like back before I was coaching teams, I think. Okay, your comp is alright. It's like heavy spam with range tank. So yeah. If you can, time your dynamite so that it detonates on the door opening and not with you shooting. At least anywhere where you don't have good LOS, because the problem with this right here, this works fine on like a Volskaya where it's hard for them to see you, but like anywhere where you have to like actively peek to detonate the dynamite, like right in the spawn door, it's very easy for them to just go Widowmaker and just doink your head, which is too much of a risk for a little bit of ult charge. It's not worth it. Now we have 2 divisions of the Spilo community. Great, nice. That's good though. The more fighting that occurs, you know, the more quality discussion we'll have in chat. So yeah, that's a sketch dynamite on execution and idea. So here's the big thing about Ashe. In the meta right now, with Batbrig, Orisa Sigma, Ashe generally is the soft off angle, and the Orisa Sigma are stacking up. Now, this doesn't really affect you because that's Overwatch League and you're not playing Orisa Sigma. However, it's worth knowing that at the professional level, Ashe is very important to have off-angled whenever you possibly can. Now again, if you guys don't know the difference between flanks and off-angles versus F versus O, flanks are where you take, this is X, and you are somewhere shooting the enemy in the back, like really, really deep, okay? Off-angle is X versus X, and you are like here, or maybe here, right? You're not deep in enemy territory, you're just shooting from a different direction. Baits their attention. And the reason this is powerful is because it baits attention away from your team. It opens up long sight lines. It means enemy team will not be looking at you, so it's easier to land shots. And most importantly, with abilities that complement off-angle. So dynamite, you can throw it behind shields if you're on an off-angle better. Now right now, this is platinum. You are running into an enemy team composition that outside of their Ashe literally cannot contest you at range. So the only problem with off angles if you're not standing behind a shield is maybe a Widowmaker. maybe a Genji, maybe a Tracer, right? You gotta be cautious about that. But right now, look at the enemy team. The enemy Ashe is the only thing that can contest your off angle, and maybe the Roadhog if you get way too close. So let's see how we position here. Enemy team composition is super weird. Okay, don't take that duel, don't take that duel. Failure on the dynamite detonation. Okay, nothing major executionally wise. You screwed up a duel. You screwed up all of your dynamite so far, and then you got put into a bad position because your Ana was slow to heal you. It would have been much better to try and hold high ground and just hide and wait for your Ana to heal you. You're about to die. Ha! Okay. Get rolled. Why not have the Sigma Ashe stacked up and the rest as the main center units? You talking about like Overwatch League meta? Would rather have you headshot a sleeping target than dynamite it. Or if you really want to be big brain, you do this. You throw your dynamite, well, you headshot them, and then he's going to pop up and shield, and then you dynamite over his shield. But dynamite doesn't do 180 damage like your headshot, or 170 damage. I think it does like what, 150 total on direct impact plus DOT, and that's a direct impact. So I don't remember the exact numbers, but headshot will almost always do more damage than dynamite, except at point blank ranges and situations where you'd have fall off. There's a hog still in the off angle. This is really where you want to be though. So like you could just feel. Do you feel how oppressive this Ashe feels right now? Like not even just in terms of raw pressure, not even in terms of raw kills, excuse me, but just in terms of pressure. Like the hog has to respect her. The Moira is chasing her. If they don't deal with her, you could just shoot everything everywhere, and like there's nothing that they can do. Even if you don't, it's kind of hard laying dynamites because everything's so far away. Like you just have immense pressure from this position. So right now, just shoot the hog. The Moira is just doing nothing. The hog is doing nothing. You need to be careful here. Again, like, look at this. Look at what the Rhine's doing. The Rhine is shielding damage on point, and you are shooting behind Rhine shield. Now, I want you to be careful here because their Ashe is coming back, and I don't even know where she is, but this is fundamentally, like at the baseline level, good positioning. You're at a slight off angle, you got a little high ground. This is great. Great. Yeah, I feel like I should apologize here. That's a jinx, gentlemen and ladies. Remember the only thing I said is to just be careful that you're not too close. Yeah, you're about 1 meter too close. I'm not even that mad though, because you're just like a little bit too close. I gotta get some water. Give me a second. But yeah, you're just too stinking close, man. Like, just too close. Like there's nothing that can contest you unless you walk forward into hook range. The Ashe is the only thing you have to worry about otherwise. Unfortunate. That's an unluckers. Really questionable. There's no way you win this. I'm retiring, guys. I'm retiring. This is it. I'm like, oh, this is good, and then this guy feeds, and then I say, oh, this is bad, and this guy pops. What? What? That was not a good recontest. You're by yourself with the Bob. Your team is behind you, but there's no flipping way. The Ashe, you just should instantly die. But they don't. They shoot the Bob, who's not even touching point. Okay. Please, son. Dynamite. 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 Throws the dynamite, shoots the person instead. Right. Because they're like, I didn't need it. Nice. That's a tough shot right there. They just have nothing to contest you. I'm not a huge fan of the high ground position. Like that sharp of an angle, it's really hard to see anything. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Please, please, please. I beg you to not do this. Thank you. You already have Bob again. Get wrecked, you absolute mouth-breathing piece of garbage. Get wrecked, you absolutely mouth-breathing piece of garbage. Why are you on the low ground? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you drop? Why did you drop? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? What would possibly possess you to do that? Chat, look guys. Dropping off of low ground only to use a cooldown to go back to low ground makes about as much sense as holding your nose because something is really loud. Why? Why? Why would you do that? What are you doing? What possible logic could you have for face tanking into a hog? And I'm just right there. Like, don't let this distract you. What you just did. What? I think he fell by accident. You know what the thing is you're probably right. You're probably right. But who just presses an arrow key off of the? Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it anymore. We're gonna drop off of high. Yes, we're gonna coach gun and then drop off immediately afterwards. Awesome. It's too bright. I can't taste. Yes, nice. Out in the open to get punished. Finally, finally, they did something about you. That's excellent. Nice job. Nice, that's a big kill. Oh, please don't do this to me. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, this person's playing open queue. There's tank number 1, Reinhardt, tank number 2, Zarya, tank number 3, the Ashe's face. Okay? This keeps happening. Why are you doing? You just killed the Ashe. Why would you not be on high ground now? What are you doing? Look at you. You say sorry, but I'm not seeing the sorry. Don't say whoops. Oh, whoops. I'm a moron. Ha! Like, high ground is not always good to be on, okay? There's circumstances where you don't want to be on high ground. Maybe they got a widow. Maybe it's a bad spot. Remember, you're on top there and you couldn't see anything, okay? But obviously, being where you are right now is not very good. You're bad? Why are you saying you're bad? Who are you? Like, who are you and why do you have... What? Oopsie daisies! Like, Rar, please, please. Sorry, he says. This is good. Don't get hooked. Shoot the hog and the... That one may be more acceptable because it felt like you couldn't see his head hitbox, but that's the only situation in which maybe it's okay. Nice dynamite, you absolute trash can. Keep pushing up, keep pushing up, keep pushing up. Da na 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 na. You did a wacky ooh. Oh, please. They have a widow, so be aware. Shorten up your sightline a little bit. Maybe not. This is good. Fat dynamite. Questionable bob. You really don't want to bob, like, unless they've actually committed to a push, because then they, like, start to come out, and then you just bob their backline, or you bob a squishy. Right now, they're already, like, all tucked into a corner. All they're going to do is press S key, and then what is your team going to do? I mean, it's worthless. It's a completely worthless bob. No. I'm just gonna leave it this big. It's gonna leave it this big. You guys gonna just have to, like, get the disappointment in twice the dimensions. Shut up, Baggins. Okay, so your Captain Clunker and Dynamites. You keep dropping off of high ground into the enemy Roadhog and the enemy team. And it's not just dropping off of the high ground. It's like you're actively like, oh, come here, tanks. Like, that's happened before. You guys remember on the second point in the building right there? When he walked right into the Hog and the Moir just went like, ooh, the Hog didn't know what he's in. She killed the Moir inside the building. No idea you were there. And you're so lucky you survived. You got hooked in first and second, same thing. The only other thing that I would want you to think about is I would really consider how often you're dynamiting Roadhogs. You have 600 HP and vape. Is it really worth it to blow your 15 second or 12 second whatever cooldown? How's it long? How long is it now? On a Roadhog that is just going to instantly press a button and heal up all your damage. 10 seconds. Is it really worth it? 12. Okay. Answer. No. It's not. Reinhardt, yes, maybe. but just not as useful. But yeah, backline's always the best if you can get backline. If there's a huge clump of like, here's the dynamite priority. Ready? Clump. There's a bunch of targets together. It's priority. Squishies. Tanks. Roadhog. And he's done, and I'm not, like, I don't even want to put, like, this isn't even fair to him, right? Roadhog is, like, a 4 that's, like, down here. Roadhog is, like, way down here. Roadhog is literally in the dumpster. Roadhog is in, not the road, he's literally in the ditch. We're gonna call him Ditch Hog. Ditch Hog. He is in the ditch. Why is he in the ditch? Because he is a worthless piece of garbage, okay? He's a pig, okay? He deserves to be in the mud and does not deserve to be lit on fire by an explosive. Deserves to be ignored and disdained and farmed for ult charge, but not with a cooldown. I will accept that because I believe that there were more than Roadhog, or there was more than Roadhog in that room. I get it, Roadhog's fun in his own right. There's something really satisfying. I think Hook is right up there with Sleep Dart in terms of the most satisfying thing in the game. But doesn't mean you use Dynamite on Roadhog. Nice. Actual kill pressure. Because if you don't Dynamite McCree there, or if you do Dynamite McCree there, and even if you don't kill him, McCree's got a piece. He's got to run, right? Remember, your Dynamite isn't just to farm ult charge and to get kills. It's to pressure. If you Dynamite a Reinhardt and start shooting Reinhardt, Reinhardt will have to back up more, right? Or he won't be able to push as hard. You Dynamited backline, backline's going to be like, heal me, heal me, heal me, I'm Dynamited, I'm bleeding to death, right? And the enemy team's going to have to heal each other, and the tanks aren't going to get any healing. Like, Dynamite does pressure, 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 pressure. It's that's scary, okay? That's what Dynamite does. It's up in a ticky, ticky, ticky ASMR way. Haha, idiot. Haha, idiot. Now, right now, go kill that bat. Get him right in the jowl. Right in the jowl. Right in the jowl. He didn't know what happened. Why are you going to card? Why? 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 Okay, you're not going to card. Good. I don't really love this position. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Okay, we didn't drop off. No. I don't really like this position here. You either need to be back in that tunnel or you need to be hugging the sign. You're literally standing out in the open right now. You're going to get flanked from the right and you have no cover. You should unironically lose this duel to a good McCree. Good pressure. But your positioning is little trash heaps. Like garbage can. Fetid garbage. Sure. Run. I don't mind using an ultimate and stagger situations to clean up the stagger. Because these guys are going to stagger themselves. Look what that Roadhog's doing right now. He's staggering himself. And you guys just keep going. Card is still moving. Still moving. Still moving. Still moving. These guys aren't going to have... You just delayed the next team fight by like 10, 15 seconds. It's almost like winning a free team fight. Get him right in the jowl. Right in the jowl. You didn't get him in the jowl. Nice. Get him in the jowl. The jowl. The jowl. Nice. You got him in the jowl. Right in the jowl. Right in the jugular. Just farm him. You can dynamite that if you want to. I don't even care right now. You guys need to pronounce jowl with me. Jowl. Okay? Right in the jowl. Say, if anybody ever talks trash and you're like thinking of a really quick comeback to say, just say, I'm going to get you right in the jowl. And they won't know what to say. I guarantee it. It's worked for me literally thousands of times. Dynamite that. Fat. It hits the Genji. It's like, see the Genji? They're like forces in that. Yeah. Coach gun. Oh, you're too close to too slow to coach gun. Good positioning. Good ability usage. Jowl. Yes. No, not jowl, but jowl. Where is the jowl? Yes. Exactly. I don't know where the jowl is. Oh, where? Oh, is that an actual question? I don't know. Jowl. Don't want to look up Urban Dictionary because I think it's going to be rude. Oh, it's not with an E, sorry. The reason why you have the lower parts of a person's animal or cheek, especially when it's fleshy or drooping, okay? The reason why you insert the E in there, even though it's technically unpronounced, is it's not jowl, it's jowl. You gotta really punch that E right in there, right? You know what I'm saying? You punch it in there. Accentuate on the punch, okay? Right in the jowl. Normally threaten to sever the federal owner. Yeah. Jowl's better. Right in the jowl. Junior Overwatch League. Okay. I'm attempting to replace the disapproving look that your father never gave you. Because I'm assuming that based off the quality of gameplay that we're seeing that you never even had a father, or if you did, that your father did his best to pretend that you did not exist. I can't say I blame him. Good, Bob. That splits the enemy team. You're pushing off of it, so that's always a plus. Ah! Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is why Hog still works sometimes, because enemy, we just pretend that he doesn't exist, and you know he kills people. So that's that. Getting a bit too real. Why? Father Spilo. No, you can't fight the Hog. It's not your responsibility to fight the Hog. I mean, to get to the Hog, you would have to coach gun into the Hog, which means you would die, and I would look like fisheye at you again. Okay? This is fisheye. Okay? That's what a fisheye looks like. So I don't blame you for the Hog. Alright? It's not your fault. And if you could have shot the Hog without getting close to him, then I would have blamed you. But you could, so I don't blame you. I don't really love your positioning right now, because you have to land dynamites over the shield for you to be worth anything at all. And I say worth anything lightly, you know, in a relative sense. Being Spilo is said to be the most often human but he's still a tier above all the other humans. Only a tier. Interesting. Only a tier above the humans. That's a take, I guess. I mean, if we're talking like common tier to legendary tier, then sure, but I assume that's not what you mean? Underselling me short. Okay. That's fine. It's worth it to dynamite a Genji like this. I don't know what he's doing. Because again, it's not just about the ult charge. If you dynamite a Genji and the kid panics and poops his pants and has to dash out of there and deflect and he has to get healed and screaming, ah! Right? That's a lot of value. Because he's out of the fight. Okay. Get off the cart, get off the cart. Get wrecked, you absolutely mouth-breathing piece of trash. I didn't even have the heart to do the whole thing. Bob's fine. Why did you coach gun that? I mean, you have to fully commit here. Bastion, 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 bastion! Right. I mean, that just goes to show why being in the top left would have been so nice instead of sitting in the bottom of the card. I hate to be that guy, but you suck. I'm not legally adopting anything. That'd be like Jane Goodall adopting a chimpanzee. No, thank you. I do not associate with lower animals. Thank you. Okay. We're playing a nice New York downtown Manhattan stroll simulator. What are you doing? Okay, thank you. Go top left. Go, 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 go. Lud, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Dynamite. Ah! Bob it, bob it, bob it. Nice. Get out, get out, get out, get. Nice, 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 nice. Good position, good position, good position. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Juiced, absolutely juiced. Nice, nice, crisp as apple pie. Okay. The hog hook was actually kind of unlucky. That was a good position for you to be. It was just a nice flank from him. Consistency with positioning and not throwing your coach gun into the trash can. Yeah. Sending hugs, love. Hey, Jojo, thank you. I don't know where the apple pie thing came from. I actually do not like apple pie very much. I don't know why. I like apples, and pie's okay. But, eh. Poggers! Flank! Flank! There's a Roadhog to your right. Oh, it didn't work. The Reinhardt got so much value out of there. Okay, it was worth a shot. I don't care if I don't either, man. I like apples, but just not apple stuff. I don't like apple pie or nothing. Key lime pie? Dude, Pepper makes dirty key lime pie, dude. Like, absolute... Like, really good key lime pie stuff. Like, it makes you want to slap your mama. That's the southern thing to say, right? Slap your mama, right? I mean, Ashe dueling Widow at that range is okay-ish, but, eh. Whatever. It's not like, I don't want to say never duel a Widow. It's just, make sure that you're playing to your strengths. Oh. This I would not take. Yeah, because you're not, because if you can't kill a Widow with two fully charged body shots, then, you know. Or at least, like, Ashe, like, because that would take, like, what, 3 or 4 body shots from that range? Because it's going to take 3 body shots anyway, because it does 85 for damage, but you could, like, put them in 1 shot range with any chip damage. Almost. Get off the ground, get off the ground, get off the ground. Nice coach, nice coach, nice coach, nice, nice, nice. Nice coach. You guys want to hear some dark humor? Something that I never heard coaching with Uprising Academy. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Look who's here. Mr. Wayfast. Mr. I hit 4.6 and a boosted hero, so I can coach Plats. Wayfast, you want to come help me coach this person in the last round? I've got 4 minutes of gameplay. Okay, how, he says. Okay, how, he says. Okay, how. Okay, how. Here's how. Watch this, chat. Watch this. It's actually spectacular. Watch this. Wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. I opened a DM, and I don't know which one it was. And now it's red. And now I can't... Oh, no, I don't know which one it was. This is stressful. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Hang on. I think I found it. Wait. Ah, I found it. Alright. Way fast. Way fast. Hello.
Hello.
He's on. Alright, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna click on my stream, and you're gonna be like 3, 4, 5 seconds delayed, but then you're gonna be able to watch. And then we're gonna help us work on the Ashe. So basically, do you want to introduce yourself super fast to those of you that are living under a rock and don't know who you are?
Hello, I'm way fast. I'm 4.1 right now, which is sad.
How do you introduce yourself
Yeah.
like that?
Because I'm very sad right now, and I play for Uprising Academy.
Okay. Plays for Uprising Academy, 4.6 KP. Was with Raspberry Racers last season, finished second place. Only lost to British Hurricane, and they're taking maps off them. So we talked a little bit about when you said in chat about like the off angles mid fight. Can we talk about? Can you just give a debrief of like what positioning looks like for you in general in Ashe? Because like I want to start like right now. I think is a good time to start right about here because we've got respawns available. Right, teams here. What does Ashe want to accomplish positioning wise right now? Do you think?
Well, since they have Widow and his team has like Rein Zarya, it's pretty awkward. So I guess he just has to stay behind shield and poke, and then as the enemy team is walking up and looking at his team, then you can flank and look for off angles.
Okay. Why do you generally look for those later, not right off the bat? At least in this circumstance.
Because if you look for them early, they're just all gonna look at you, and you're either gonna die or you're gonna have to use all your cooldowns, and it's gonna be really bad.
Okay. So like right now, fight starting, you would not want to see off angles, especially with the Widow, but like maybe later on.
Honestly, right now yeah, right now it's fine.
Okay.
What he's doing.
Okay.
I would probably let my Zen die there though,
Yeah.
because my shift ability is more important.
True.
But like right there, I mean, the reason he got shattered is because he was playing like behind his team, but he doesn't need to at that point in the fight.
Where would you go instead? Because he doesn't have a shift here.
Like exactly where he was. He went like up the stairs, but then he dropped. I don't know why.
He dropped. Chat, does that sound familiar? He dropped.
Like, that was such a good position.
Yeah. Because I think what you're even saying about Widow is like he can avoid normal Widow sightlines from this position here. But
Yeah.
as soon as he drops in the low ground, he has the same sightlines, or worse sightlines as before. He's just at risk at Widow, and he dies to stuff like Shatter. But yeah, there's a lot of dropping. Okay, I guess if you're available, can we look a little bit at the finish the attack here? There's only a couple of minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about his composition, enemy team's composition, that he should be looking out for? Because he's been struggling with the Roadhog a little bit. And then there's been mostly Ryan versus Ryan matchups. Is there any like input or feedback that you could have for somebody doing that?
Ryan versus Ryan, when Ryan is the only shield, is really good for Ashe. You just go high grounds and you can get a 6-man dynamite every time. Or even if from low ground you can just dynamite above the shield, it's really not that hard. And about the Hog, you just need to keep track of when he's not with his team. That's it. Like, don't think about where he is, but just think about if I don't see him, then he's probably flanking and I should watch out.
Okay. Okay. This Hog is doing a lot of that. We'll turn the sound on just a little bit. I know you won't be able to hear it, but do you think this rollout position is okay? This always feels tricky for me because it's like, is this one of these examples where you're talking about like the late fight off angle is important because if you peek now, they're gonna spam you very easily. But maybe if your Ryan pushes card a little bit, they look at your Ryan and then you peek for dynamite. What do you think?
I mean, this angle is just so awkward in general because the way like the wall works, I don't know. They will always see you first. You know what I mean? Usually, what I would do is I would like spam a bit from main, and then I would go under tunnel, shoot like 2 shots from there to make them look there, and then I would maybe go high ground.
Okay. Hide and seek.
Yeah, exactly. Make them not know where to look, and then you can get a free shot.
Okay. But always starting more conservative. Almost always.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are...
Because you want to make them think that you're just playing with the team and shooting shield. And then they just like AFK and look main.
Do you think
They forget
that
their
this
flanks.
becomes a little scarier as soon as they have Hog?
Yeah, but you can just shoulder peek it, I think. And then, because...
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Usually, you'd... Yeah, exactly.
This feels okay. What do you think?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
This position is good. You can kill everyone now.
Mm-hmm. I like this too.
Yeah.
Ooh, careful. Yeah, he's unnecessary risks there. Like fights one, you know.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Start
Okay.
dominating.
Okay. Okay. I'm asking the wrong person. My bad.
It's kind of fair, you know.
My favorite part about DPS players is how every other DPS player is bad. It's like the meme. Almost every DPS player I've worked with, they always think the other DPS players are bad. That, and you know the other position is main tanks. Main tanks don't think any other main tank player is good.
Because you need to have like confidence in both of those roles, you know, that you're gonna out Ryan and that you're gonna out Widow or whatever. If you don't, then you're gonna lose.
Yep. Positioning here again, fine, like conservative right now, or do you want him to start more aggressively?
I think what he's doing is fine. Wait, can you play it back a bit?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, at this point it's like so obvious that he's gonna flank that like I don't mind flanking early. Like there's so many places he can peek. Like this is fine because he's not really, I don't think he's really at risk. The only person who can really contest him is Ashe. But he can just drop.
Oh no, careful. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Don't know what that soldier's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what the soldier's doing, and we file into the pit here without our shift.
Don't know what that Bab's doing.
Okay, so we go in a little deep with our off angle here. We do kill 2, but then our Bob is boinked.
This is where you have to stay calm. Like you see how like if you're 1 HP and on a flank, like you can't go for damage. Like you have to go for kills. You need to not shoot the Rhine and just take your time and look for a one-shot on this Ashe.
How would
just go back.
How would you one shot here?
You just aim at their head and then click.
Well, thank you, Wayfast, but
and then click again.
Okay, thank you guys. There's your advanced combo for the day. If you need a one shot,
I mean, he got 2 shots off, right?
Yeah,
so
true.
if one of them was a headshot, would have died.
True. Okay. We are gonna lose this one. Looks like too. All right, let's see how our Tracer looks. Okay, better than Wayfast's Tracer, but obviously not good enough for the circumstances. Okay, so obviously you only joined in for a little bit, but what would be like a big overall piece of advice from, I guess, the 6 minutes of gameplay that you've seen here for this Ashe player? I mean, we've kind of been hammering home the positioning thing a little bit. Do you want to kind of explain that, like sum it up, I guess?
You just need to use brain. If you use brain, you're gonna do good.
Okay. How do you recommend doing that?
Like, don't just go like, oh, Spilo told me to flank. Oh, I need to flank. Like, use your brain. If you're gonna flank as like the whole game, as soon as the fight starts, every fight, they're gonna look for you. Like, just change it up always. Change up your positioning. Don't play the same angle for an entire fight ever.
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I echo what Mr. Wayfast says. Basically, adjustments switch up your like positioning, but generally you want to be a little bit more conservative at the start of the fight, and then as fights evolve, look for those signals, look for those dynamites, and know your threats. Like know what you have to be watching out for. Like Wayfast was saying, you only really have to worry about Ashe, and then but also know where the Hog is. if they're on a Genji, this kind of situation changes. If they're on Sombra, if they're on Monkey, if they're on Ball, those kind of situations changes. But all of that can be improved if you simply are just conscious of what decisions and thinking about, okay, what do I need to do next? Where do I need to be next? Okay. Well, Mr. Wayfast, that was short but sweet. I really appreciate you coming on, man, and I hope you're doing well.
No
All
problem.
right, see you, brother.